Freedom from Food. I've been asked a question about how can you cope with your emotions after eating. So I'd imagine this is somebody who is in recovery and you're wanting to start eating, whether it's eating in the first place and actually getting something inside, or whether it's increasing your calories or being comfortable with having meals regularly again. So what two emotions do we usually feel when we've eaten? And if I think back to my journey, it was most certainly guilt or shame if I felt like I'd eaten too much. So how can we deal with these emotions? How can we manage them? I think it's important to recognize them first, because I would use food or something else to distract me, to numb me, so that I wasn't actually feeling anything. So I didn't even know what I was feeling. If you can acknowledge that they're there and you're feeling that, they don't have so much power anymore. So you take the power away, you take it back to yourself. So acknowledgement is the first one. The second thing is genuinely understanding how much you need to eat to function. And there are actually formulas to this, because if you're not eating enough and you're eating just to survive, that's kind of where I'd like to frame it. If you are restricting and you're going and recovering and wanting to eat, just keep a meal in or keep a meal down, think about survival and work out your formula about how many calories you need in a day just to survive. Once you've gotten to that step, the next step is then thinking about eating to thrive, which is really different, because now all of a sudden energy levels go up, brain works better, you have better ideas, better inspiration, you have more energy for relationships, you have more energy for doing things in terms of getting outside and being active. So I think that's important to understand how much you need and take it from there. Number two, I would reframe eating. It was a big step for me, and I thought about it in my head about nourishing my body. Nourish is such an important word, and what I'd figured out is that I had such high levels of self-hate that I didn't want to feed my body correctly. I wasn't worth it. What was I worth eating healthy and eating, choosing foods that are going to nourish and truly, truly fulfill, what my body needs on a physical level? So nourishing your body and looking at this self-hate. Now, the self-hate comes into depriving yourself of something. So how can you shift the self-hate concept, which is a journey? It is still a continual journey of mine. And, how can we get through self-hate? So one of the biggest things you can do is something called mirror work. You stand in front of the mirror and you just look yourself in the eye and you say things like, I care about you, I love you, you mean a lot, into your eyes. Not looking away, not looking down, not deflecting anything. I challenge you on this because it is certainly something I found super uncomfortable. And as you do it more and more, obviously it's new, it's something new, it becomes more comfortable. So try the mirror work. The second thing I'd want you to attempt is affirmations. Now, to affirm something means to firm it up. So how can we firm up the fact that we love ourselves? And the way that you do that is repetition, and it's saying something out loud potentially or in your head, but with heart and with feeling. So recently my affirmations have been something along the lines of, I am valuable, I am important, and I receive freely, or I receive easily. Those are some of the things that I'm working on at present in my own journey. So I would support you in finding out what affirmation really connects with you, and then saying that hundreds of times a day. The third thing I would do, if you're having a binge problem, so if you're eating too much on a regular basis, a lot of the times we're in survival mode because we haven't eaten all day or we haven't eaten much in the week, and then by the time we get to Thursday or Friday, we're absolutely starving, and then we overdo it, and then we hate ourselves, and we're like, oh, I'm not in recovery, and this is all falling apart. So it's recalibrating that and thinking about this food in front of you. Well, first of all, if you're eating enough calories, the binge starts to reduce. I can put my hand up and vouch for that. So find out about how much you need. Hit that target every day. Not that you want to be measuring and counting. I hear that too. It's important to know round about what you need so that you're getting that, because your binges will reduce. So just reframing the binge problem is to think of it like this food will be here tomorrow. I can have a look at this tomorrow. It's going to be here next week. This food is not going anywhere. Because I think we go into that survival mode. Oh my gosh, I must eat this now. I'm so hungry. And the body's like, get it in, get it in, get it in. And then the feelings start after that. So I really hope this video has helped you. Please comment down below and let me know if you liked any of these numbers particularly. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.